What's up, fellas? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Next channel. So today I am going to be doing a comparison video with the Samsung Active smartwatch and then the Fossil Gen 5 smartwatch. So we're going to tackle different categories. We're going to talk about performance, we're going to talk about design, we're going to talk about features, and we're going to talk about specs, and also if this device is worth your hard-earned cash. All right, so to get started, let's look at the design. Again, this is the Samsung Active smartwatch. So the design, they both look pretty sporty, right? Just gonna put both of them on, but as you can see, it's definitely noticeable that the Gen 5 definitely has a bigger screen. When it comes to colors though, I feel like the Active definitely pops out more. But design, all metal build for the Gen 5. Let's look at that first. It has your crown here, which you can use to navigate, but it also has two customizable buttons here, similar to the Samsung Galaxy Active right here. But what's missing with this is that the rotating bezel that the Samsung smartwatch is known for is not on this device. So everything here is touchscreen, so you're gonna have to use touch to navigate through all of this, compared to this, you use the crown to navigate, and you can also use touch, which makes it more appealing when it comes to navigation, honestly speaking. Okay, so design wise, they both look pretty good, but this is more sporty, the Samsung Active. If you're into fitness, this is more the design fits more of like a fitness design, right, compared to something like this, which is more elegant. You can actually, you know, dress up, wear this, go out to a fancy restaurant and stuff like that. Fossil is known to make great looking smartwatches, right? So I think it's going to be interesting when the Active 2 comes out, because it's going to have a bigger screen and is geared towards more classy than sporty. So it's going to be more equal to that compared to what this already is, right? So we talked about the design. They both have a heart rate monitor. This has a speaker, this does not have a speaker. So if you're looking for a device that you can, you know, talk to and have it talk back to you, this is definitely not it, where the the Gen 5 is, right? So again, talked about the design. Let's talk about performance. Now, when it comes to performance, I would say these two are really good, really good actually. Very snappy. Apps opens up pretty quickly. That's the Play Store. Look how snappy it is when I'm navigating through this. So I'm really pleased by how snappy they both are. So you wouldn't go wrong when it comes to performance. You know, just comparing the both of these. They both, I always said Wear OS had an issue with performance, and that's because, you know, originally they had the 512 MB, but they've updated most of the 2019 smartwatches with 1 gig of RAM, and then the storage for this is 8 gigs. So I think, and then the 3100 chipsets, I think that is really helpful and makes a difference. All right, so we talked about performance. I believe they are both pretty good when it comes to how fast they open apps, how fast they navigate through the home screen, and all that jazz. So let's talk about features. Again, like I stated, the Gen 5 has a speaker to where you can talk to Google. For instance, you can say, "What's the weather like today?" Oh, I think I have it on silent. Let me take that off. Sound on. Let's try it again. What's the weather like today?
In Springfield tonight, it's predicted to be 63 degrees Fahrenheit and most...
That's a beautiful thing. Just being able to talk back to Google Assistant, where this does not have that as well. So you can go swimming with the both of these. I forget what the IE67 thin is for these, but I know on their website it says that you can actually use both of these to go swimming, right? Battery life, I feel like the Active 2 is better than the Gen 5, but the Gen 5 is not bad. And the cool thing with the 3100 chipset that they've added to this year's Wear OS watches is the fact that you have the custom, where you can custom battery life to extend it if you really need to. So you can go to daily, you can go to custom, you can extend it, you can go to time only, which then lasts you for about 5 days to a week, because all you get access to is just the time. But with this, flat out, you get about 2.5 days with it. So the other difference is that this is actually running, and like I stated, Tizen, which is a different operating system created specifically by Samsung. And so the battery life, it does a good job focusing on battery life. It's a lot easy to navigate. It's different because Samsung devices normally has a scrolling wheel, and it's come back actually in the Active 2 compared to this where it's all touchscreen. So normally this is scrolling wheel to help you navigate, but this is all touchscreen. So again, difference, Tizen OS compared to Wear OS, which is touchscreen as well, but you have a rotating bezel. So this gives you easy navigation if you want to navigate your notification. It's easy to do that, right? Gen 5, Samsung Active. Last thing I want to focus on before I give you guys my conclusion on which one that I think is better is when it comes to app selection. Now this can be a huge deal breaker to some people, right? And fitness too. So let's talk about app selection now. Wear OS right here, I feel like has more Google focused apps, right? You have stuff like Google Keep on here, you have stuff like Nest on here, you have stuff like Google Play Music on here, and not vice versa, and again, Google Maps, all those other things, Google Assistant. So if you're a Google lover, if you are investing in Google's ecosystem, then you probably want to be looking at a Wear OS smartwatch compared to where if you're okay with Samsung apps, right? Bixby Voice and all that jazz, S Note and stuff like that, then this is geared more towards you. So you have that. If you're investing in Samsung ecosystem, if you really like their products and the software, then this might be geared more to you. But huge difference. So to get that, now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna let you guys know which smartwatch I think is better when comparing these two. And I honestly have to say that the Samsung Active is a great smartwatch. I'm going to compare this to the Active 2 when it comes out, the Gen 5 to the Active 2. And that's going to be, I think, a more interesting competition. But as we stand and speak right now, I would have to give it to the Gen 5 because this is such a great smartwatch, right? Wear OS is a decent OS, but then with the power of a 1 gigabyte speed and 3100 chipset, and then the 8 gig of RAM to store music on here, and then having access to Google App and Google Assistant, I feel like this is by far the better product. Battery life wise, I have to give it to this. And again, you have your preference when it comes to fitness, where you're going to be using Samsung Fit app here compared to Google Fit on this smartwatch as well. So if you have a preference, then you know it's easy for you. I believe they're both good fitness trackers, but it's up to you personally which one you use and which one you feel comfortable using. Alright fellas, let me know if this video was helpful. Appreciate you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. If you guys like this, definitely subscribe, share this video, and also check out my other smartwatch videos. Alright fellas, till next time, peace.